Is your 401k enough for retirement? Are you worried that you might not have enough saved for retirement? Today, I'm sharing 3 mistakes you're making with your 401k that is sabotaging your retirement. In fact, number 3 may be a surprise to you, so stick around. Let's dive into the conversation. So you have a 401k, but you're still worried if it'll be enough for you when you retire. Well, here's the first thing you're doing that's a mistake when it comes to your 401k. And the first thing is you're borrowing from your 401k. I know that people tell you that you can build assets such as real estate, you have 401k, you may have a business, and it's telling you to borrow against all these things. Well, when you borrow against your 401k, you're basically taking money out of your 401k, and it's losing its ability for you to grow your income in retirement. If you're taking money out of your retirement just to make ends meet, that's not a good plan. Because it tells me that you either have low income or you're living above your means and you need to make more money. Or somebody else told you to borrow against your assets so you can go invest in some real estate that you can afford, or telling you things to go borrow from your 401k so that you can invest in their program or whatever the case may be. But you're borrowing against your 401k. That is ludicrous. Why? Because the whole point is to invest in the 401k so you can have money to save and live life that you want to live when you stop working. It's that simple, y'all. But if you're taking money out of your 401k, your investments are losing the ability to grow for you in the future. And what if you lose your job and you got to pay that money back within 60 days? Otherwise, it's going to be taxable to you, and you're already struck for cash as it is because you're taking money out of your 401k, right? Why continue to borrow money from your 401k? Bad mistake. So I recommend not borrowing from your 401k. Regardless of what everyone else says on the online, gurus, TikTok, whatever it may be, don't borrow against your 401k because you're sabotaging your financial future. The second thing I think you're doing is a mistake in your 401k is you got the wrong type of investments. You have investments that are low performance, such as you got your money invested in cash, money markets, you got it invested in bonds, you also have it invested in things like age-based investments. So let's break that down. Well, if you get your money invested in cash and money markets, they don't outperform stocks. If you invest in your money in cash and money markets, that's not going to outpace inflation. Therefore, when you take money out of your 401k, it's not going to be enough to cover the cost of things in the future. That's why you need to invest in things such as stocks, mutual funds, so they outperform your typical cash, money market accounts, and even bonds. In fact, bonds, they do pretty well. They do better than cash and money markets, but the whole point is they don't outperform stocks. That's simple. In fact, the stock market has averaged about 10% on returns for people who invested since it started. So you can get 10% on your money compared to like 0.3%, maybe 4.5% if you get a high yield savings account. But the whole point is, if you got inflation about 3% and you have 4.5% in your high yield savings account, it's only 1.5% more than inflation, which is not bad, but still it's a lot better to get 10% on your money opposed to 4.5%. The whole point is to invest in things that are going to go up in value greater than the cost of things, greater than inflation. And inflation is simply when prices go up over time. That's all it is. So if you're in 2026 and you're planning to retire in 10 years, make sure you have enough money invested in your 401k. You're investing enough that's going to cover the things you're going to buy in the future. It's going to outpace inflation. So you won't be struggling to buy things in the future because you didn't invest enough. The purchasing power of your dollar is going to buy less in the future than if you buy something now. That's simple. And the third thing I really believe that's hurting you, you make a mistake in your 401k, is not investing in your 401k. You may not be investing because of these 2 reasons. The first reason is because you don't understand what's inside of your 401k. You are offered that at your job, but no one has sat down with you and discussed or even showed you what options you have to invest in your 401k. I met with a client about 2 years ago. She had a 401k with her job. She wanted to understand what it was inside of her 401k. And I was glad to do that because I love investing, because investing can help you build wealth over time. So I showed her what I would do if I was investing in her 401k. If that is you, you have a 401k offer your job, but you don't know what options are inside the 401k, talk to your advisor today or talk to someone like me, hire me, that's right, to help you understand what's inside your 401k. And the second thing I believe that's hurting you for not investing is you don't understand investing. Investing is like going to the store. You go to the supermarket, the stock market that is, and you go buy and sell things. Go get groceries, food, and the same thing with the investments, stock market. You go and buy and sell investments. I recommend getting, if you have a 401k, invest in mutual funds that are going to outperform that is, do better than the typical, again, you have cash, bonds, age-based investments. Make sure you understand what you're investing before you invest. Talk to your advisor if you have one. If you don't have one, find someone who is an advisor or even a money coach who can help you get guidance, understand investing, understand what's in your side of your 401k. And again, please, start investing. Invest now. If you have debt, pay off your debt, then go invest, because if you attempt to invest and pay off debt, it kind of like muddies your efforts. It dilutes them, because if you had no debt, you have more money to save. Now, I know people say you do the both, but I recommend if you can, become debt-free first, then invest, because you have more bang for your buck if you aren't tied down with debt. So I hope this episode was valuable to you, and if you want to keep getting value, I'll see you in the next video.